Clouds have started to swell outside Windsor Castle in the English country of Berkshire in the great anticipation for the nuptials. And our correspondent Catherine Drew is there. Let's get the latest from her. Catherine, a very good morning. I'm sure it is totally a buzz with activity around Berkshire Castle. Do take us through, paint us a picture of what the mood is like, particularly on this day today.
Well, it's a joyous and celebratory mood, that's for sure. You may be able to see behind me, people are making their way up to the castle. The roads are closed, the stewards are out, the bunting and the flags are also up. People coming now. We've seen a lot. It's been very steady through the morning. Some people camping overnight, of course, but thousands pouring in. There are quite a few vantage points. What they'll be waiting for is the carriage ride, the open carriage ride, which is due to take place after the ceremony at St. George's Chapel, where the couple will ride through the town. And of course thousands of people are turning up to wish them well. Thousands more, of course, will be tuning in at home. Now, we have some breaking news from this wedding. We've just heard that the titles for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. She will be the first Duchess of Sussex in history. He'll be the second. So on marriage, the Queen, is very traditional, gives out titles. So a great day. Some children are just passing us. Everyone's wearing flags. The vendors are out. So no excuse not to be able to be waving a flag or a Union Jack today.
Absolutely. Talk to us about the security measures, Catherine. I'm sure there must be some reinforced security pertaining to the fact that it's such a huge guest list of celebrities worldwide.
I think you were asking me about the security arrangements. I'm sorry, it is very loud here. Yes, a very, very tight security operation, which of course has been in preparation for months now. Although the police are trying to take a low-profile approach. Obviously, the officers very friendly with the crowds, wanting to keep everyone good-natured. But at the stations, at various other transport places, we are seeing that the police are very much out in presence. We've seen sniffer dogs coming round. They've sniffed our gear just to make sure that everything is okay. So certainly for the security, very tight given the UK's recent history with matter terrorist incidents.
Absolutely. And of course, Catherine, this is a millennial royal wedding. We are expecting a huge number of celebrity guests to be gracing the wedding. Do talk to us about some of those invited guests from all over the world that will be gracing this wedding today.
Well, the guest list, of course, is private. We don't know that, although some people have come forward. We understand the Spice Girls have been invited. They, of course, are friends with Harry and William. We understand that Elton John will be performing. Those are according to reports. We're not sure if he's performing at the lunchtime service or in the evening. That's a possibility. Meghan Markle's some of her Hollywood friends, many of the cast of the Suits series that she starred in for several years, they're also in town. We understand that the Lesotho Prince Sisio and Princess Mabarang, they are reportedly going to attend, so we'll have to see who we spot a little later, along with footballer David Beckham. So there are some of the big names that we are expecting. Of course, there could be some surprises. We haven't seen the guest list. We'll have to be a little beady-eyed later.
Absolutely. Catherine, what can you tell us particularly about the choice of venue for this wedding, and maybe tell us who will be presiding over the nuptials?
Well, who will be presiding will be the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Queen, of course, being the head of the Church of England. He'll be aided by the Dean of Windsor. And also from the US, we will have the head of the US Episcopal Church, who is Michael Bruce Curry. He will be giving a sermon. He's from Chicago, so that perhaps a nod to Meghan Markle's side of the family. Her mother, Doria Ragland, will, of course, be attending. So we know that from the service. We also know that Meghan has opted not to say that she will obey Prince Harry, and that also, which differs from tradition, is that Prince Harry will take and wear a wedding ring. Now, royal males have traditionally not worn a ring. Prince Charles doesn't wear a ring. His father, Prince William, the heir to the throne, he doesn't wear a ring either. So that's a little bit of a difference. So quite a few kickbacks, I would say, and modern touches to this wedding.
Absolutely. And speaking of tradition, Catherine, a last question before I let you go. We've been hearing different reports as to who exactly is going to be walking Meghan down the aisle since her father has to have had that operation. Please confirm, is it Prince Charles that will be walking Meghan down the aisle this afternoon?
Well, again, as we were just talking about, not following tradition, this, of course, will be very unique. For the first part of the church, Meghan will walk by herself down the aisle. She will meet at the choir, which is about midway down the chapel aisle. She will meet Prince Charles, her future father-in-law, and he will walk her the rest of the way. And I should just say, actually, that while they have a mix in the programme of classical music, we will also be hearing from one of the UK's best gospel choirs, the Kingdom Choir. So it's going to be quite a service, and obviously we'll see how that unfolds.
All right, and what are the crowds saying, Catherine, as they await, of course, that moment to see the bride?
Yes, everyone eyes are on what she's going to be wearing. We think that Prince Harry will be in a military uniform, of course, having served with the UK military, 2 tours in Afghanistan. So not too much speculation about what he's wearing, not too much excitement, but a great deal of excitement about what she will be wearing. We've seen her style. She's a very modern woman. She has certain flourishes, perhaps individual flourishes. So a lot of speculation. We don't know who the dress designers are. But, of course, we'll wait to see. And, of course, that picture will be beamed around the world. And perhaps brides in the next few months and weeks will be taking inspiration from that.
Absolutely. I'll be definitely sitting and waiting in anticipation to get a view of that dress. Catherine will definitely touch base with you much later on when those nuptials are about to begin. That is Catherine Drew joining us live from, of course, from outside the Berkshire Castle, where, of course, the royal wedding is going to be taking place anytime from now, and we will be bringing you snippets from their life.